What's up, guys? Dustin Vaughn Warnke out here at the gym on the exercise bike, giving you some more shots of inspiration, motivation, all that fun stuff as I'm doing my own fitness journey here. So I'm here at the gym. It's Saturday morning. I've got my son Jackson behind me doing a jiu-jitsu class and just rocking it. It's all about health, all about fitness, having a lot of fun. And here at Hero Way Strength and Conditioning, awesome gym in Leander. If you're close by, come by, check this out. Really good stuff. All right, so my message today is coming from Sam Crowley, who is an inspiration of mine. He is a podcast host and just an amazing dude, entrepreneur, leadership guy. And he learned something from a pastor. He talks about a lot of his podcasts, and it's basically that a faith not tested cannot be trusted. A faith not tested cannot be trusted. Meaning, if you don't go through trials with your faith, with your belief, with your self-talk, and your self-confidence, you don't necessarily trust that in the hard times. And no matter what you're going through in life, there's trials all over the place. I'm going through one of the biggest ones in my life right now with my depression, and I always talk openly about that, but every day is a struggle sometimes. But I know that I'm loved by my Creator, and I know that I'm loved by those people around me that care about me and give me the strength to keep moving on. And I've got a great support system. I'm very blessed. But basically right now my faith's being tested, and you know, you get these feelings in depression of, will this ever get better? I feel like I'm gonna feel like this forever. Feels like it never ends. It's an interesting feeling because it's not normal, and it's not what I normally believe about myself or anything like that at all. So it's basically a different thought that I've ever had. Well, I've had it before, but a thought that I have to combat. And one of my doctor friends here on Facebook kind of gave me the lesson the other day when I was telling him what was going on. He's a medical doctor, and he said sometimes the lesson is to sit through the pain. Sometimes the lesson is to experience the low times, because that all being said, the high times are coming too. And you don't appreciate the high times without appreciating the low times as well. Sometimes we have to sit with those feelings of regret or whatever the case may be, not just power through them, of sadness, of frustration, of negative emotions. And that's not always a bad thing. But when we basically combat those after sitting with them, it's not that big of a deal. We overcome those things, but not to stay in the valley. And as I've talked about many times on these videos, you don't live in the valley. I'll deal with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis that live in the valley and don't believe in the mountain. Don't believe the mountaintop's possible. For every mountain top, there's a valley. And forgive the sunlight here. It switched on me. And, for every mountaintop, there's a valley, and for every valley, there's a mountaintop. But the thing is, we go through these cycles in life. We go through these times in life that aren't necessarily good. They're not necessarily bad. They're just kind of whatever, and those are kind of in the middle times. But that all being said, keep going. Life's worth living. Life's worth being active for. Life is worth giving your best for, because we're here to learn a lesson. We're here to learn to love about each other, and we're here to acquire knowledge. So I'm going to say that again. We're here to acquire knowledge and to learn to love and care about each other. Those are our two main purposes of physical existence. And the more I do these talks, the more I realize that fitness is important, mental health is so important, and it's not talked about near enough in our society. And the funny thing is, there's a Burger King right across the street from this gym. Temptation every day when I get out to go eat fast food, but I resist that temptation. Have resisted that temptation ever since that thing opened, but it's kind of funny. Anyway, faith not tested cannot be trusted. It's okay for your faith to be tested. It's okay to go through the hard times. We all do. The rain falls on everyone, as the Bible says. The rain falls on the just and the unjust. And bad times are a part of life. And it's okay. No big deal. And the more that we persevere, that we go through those times, the better we appreciate the good times. The better we enjoy life. Sorry for the whiteout on the face again. Thank you guys so much for watching, reading, and listening. Love you guys. And check out my podcast. Check out our Pride Outdoor Network channel on Roku, Amazon Fire, Facebook, and Chromecast, whatever you have at home, on TV. Watch some Dustin videos on TV. And thank you guys so much for everything. Much love. Have an awesome day in the outdoors.